Hello and welcome back to the channel and a DPM TV first, where we're going to be reviewing the new 3M spray gun. So, with using the spray gun, we wanted to give it a good test today, so we didn't want to go through painting something like a piece of wood. We wanted to give it a proper test. So we've got 3 bumpers set up, 3 different colours, so we can use the 1.2 for water-based application and then the 1.3 nozzle for the clear coat application. So let's give you a little run through of how the gun actually works. Right, so the 3M Performance Spray Gun, what do you get in the kit itself? So first off, you get the main body of the spray gun. You get the interchangeable heads, so here we've got 3 packs of different sizes. You get 5 in a pack. We've got the 1.2, which is what we're going to be using for the waterborne base coat, the 1.3, which is what we're going to use for our clear coat, and then 1.4, which again you can still use for clear coat, but we're going to test that the 1.3. These are what the heads actually look like. We'll run you through in a second how you fit them to the gun itself and how they all work. You also get the 3M pressure gauge, as well as 4 PPS liners, as well as 1 cup holder, and then you've got 4 of the lids here, as well as a quick guide that shows you how to clean the gun, as well as what nozzles you should be using for each application. So either a 2 mil for primers, all the way up to the 1.2 for colour, etc. And you also get the holy grail of an instruction manual there as well. Right, so we've got our first colour mixed up and we're going to get it now mounted to the gun. So we'll run you through how you fit the nozzles to the spray gun. We are using the 1.2 for our base coat application. So if you look here, you can see these little inserts. You've got to make sure they're lined up. Simply slot the nozzle over and then little twist and it's all locked in, ready to go. And then mounting it up just like you do a normal PPS cap. Twist on. We're ready to go. Right, so we've now got that first colour down, so we're going to run you through one of the most beneficial aspects of this gun, of the interchangeable heads, and how easy it is to quickly clean out and go straight onto your next colour. So pulling the trigger upside down, little tap, this will draw all the paint from the head into the cup, and then we simply turn like you're fitting on a new head to it, pull this out, we then clean up the needle. You can either use a little bit of water if you're using the water base, or a bit of thinners if you're using solvent based paint, and then you fit on your new head with your new either colour or lacquer and you're ready to go. Right, so that's the bumpers now all coloured up. We're going to now show you how little material is left and how quick and easy it is to clean this gun when swapping the heads over. So you can see there how little material is left. regards to cleaning out the heads of the gun, because they are multi-use, we've spoken to our rep and they said the best way to do it, if you're using a solvent-based paint, is to have a PPS cup with some gun wash in it, and then you can use that to run and clean the head out of it, because these guns aren't supposed to go through the gun wash machine. So we're going to give you a quick demonstration of how we're going to do that. Right, so then now we've run it through with some gun wash, we're going to take a little bit of gun wash to a cloth to then just wipe over the head itself. And then the same with the needle. And then we're good to go for its next round. When cleaning that out the heads, when you've been using a waterborne product, you want to use the same process, but instead of gun wash, you just want to use water in there. They are multi-use, and Paint by Rach has said that she's used one up to 27 times at the moment, and it's still going strong. So it shows that they are really a good product, that you can use them that many times, especially as you get 5 in a pack. Right, so what do I personally think of the new 3M Performance Spray Gun? I'll be honest and say I'm highly surprised at how good it actually works, to be fair. I've never been a big fan of these guns that claim that you can do everything with them. So for a gun that can actually do base coat application, lacquer application, primer application, they do say you can do polyester spray filler with it, which is something I'm not quite as convinced with, because we use a 2.5mm for our polyester spray filler, so I'd love to give it a go on that and see if it actually does perform. But yeah, for the quick changeover of how little residues left on the needle when you're actually changing the heads over to go for a different colour is extremely surprising and helps speed up the process massively. So for, say, like a big accident repair shop where you're doing multiple colours and multiple cars in one boot session, it's going to save on time so much. For us personally, we do a lot of restorations here as well as sort of big custom repaints, so it's not something that would benefit us as such. But even then, it's something that I'm definitely going to look at getting, because again, as you can see, I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to spray guns, and something like this is so different. But massively, this is going to appeal to DIYs and people that are looking at doing stuff at home, because to have a gun that you can do primer, base coat and lacquer application, or say a 2-pack gloss, is brilliant. Because of course, if you're on a tight budget and you're looking at buying a spray gun setup, you don't have to look at buying 3 separate guns, you can just buy one that does the trick. Also, I have to say that the atomization of this is fantastic. We use the 1.2 for applying the waterborne product, and it does put it on extremely fine, super smooth, which again is surprising from a gun that can do the mixture of something from primer all the way down to base coat, which are 2 very different varieties of product. So I was extremely impressed with that. Even with lacquering, I did find that it put it on really fine. You have to put on a bit more product than with your normal conventional spray gun, but for a spray gun to pick up off the shelf and learn with, we got Paul to actually paint one of the bumpers with it, and Paul isn't a very experienced painter, but he managed to do the grey bumper we painted in there with no issues at all. And again, for something that you can pick up off the shelf and learn straight away with, if you are new to the spray painting game or doing it at home, this definitely is a great gun to pick up and have a go with. Right, so the bits I don't like about the spray gun, again, I'm always honest with how I do reviews here. We're not endorsed by any companies, so 3M have been kind enough to send this down for us to have a little demo on. So there's not actually a massive amount that I don't like about it. Like I said, the polyester side of it, I'd love to give that a go to see if it does spray filler nicely, because again, 2.5 is what I really recommend for using that. But yeah, things I don't like. Personally, I don't like how it looks. I'm always a big thing on, I buy spray guns because I think they look nice, and some of them can be proper sexy, which I don't think this one is. And the only other thing I'm not a massive fan of is this little hook here, which I guess is for storage, so you can hook it up and put it somewhere. But realistically, most people nowadays use just conventional spray gun holders, so it's only a minor issue, but again, it's something that I personally don't like. So the only issues I've got with it realistically are just how the looks of it. The way it performs, I'm extremely impressed with, and would like to give it some more tests, say on a bigger job like a full repaint, and again putting it through its paces with trying out a polyester spray filler with it. Right, so that is our review on the new 3M Performance Spray Gun. I hope you enjoyed it and it gave you a bit of an insight to how the gun performs, as well as the technical side to putting it together and all those sort of bits. So yeah, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.